what is the new the president's physical fitness, plan?
Well, the thing that RFK Jr. and Hegseth were rolling out the other day, I don't know if it was the full test or anything, but they were issuing a challenge to America to be able to do 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups within 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Thank you. That struck you also as crazy? I don't think there's ever been a time in my life I could have done that, let alone now with shoulder problems and much too much weight.
No, I remember when I was a young whippersnapper before I needed this walker.
I don't think there was a time in my 20s or my teens that I could do that. That in 5 minutes? 50 pull-ups?
Both of them in 5 minutes?
Yes, both of them. So it's not like 100 push-ups in 5 minutes. It's both tasks within 5 minutes.
No, that's not true. That's not what they
RFK Jr. is doing it in jeans.
Yeah, well, RFK Jr., he's a weirdo. I mean, he is. Come on, when it comes to fitness, he's a weirdo.
Yes.
I mean, he's done this his whole life. He's, like 800 years old, and he can still do it. He's, I don't know.
It's impressive.
He's a sex machine. That's
well, that's been a problem for him. Yes, that has been an issue in his life. Yes.
Right. Okay. So
separate from the president's physical fitness test, but I mean,
right.
Like they don't really think we're going to do that, right? Like, I mean, how long would that take you to do? I think for me it would take a good month. I think a month I could probably get 2 pull-ups a day. That would get me around, a little over 50, so I could do that. Plus the push-ups. In a solid month, I could get that done.
You could do more than 2 a day. You could do more than 2 a day.
Glenn, I got to say, I think, I'm just going to throw a number out there. There's no science behind this, but just as a guesstimate. I would say 40% of the population can't do any pull-ups. Maybe 30%. 30% of the population can do exactly 0 pull-ups. Precisely 0. So an infinite amount of time would be the correct answer for a third of the population.
I think you're being a little too optimistic. I think it's closer to 40 or 50. I think it is closer to 40 or 50.
Right?
Maybe 60%. Yeah.
Push-ups are one thing. I mean, I think almost anybody can do
they're really not. They're
a push-up. One.
You could do a push-up. Yes.
Singular push-up.
Yes.
And if you could do one, you can wait long enough to do a second one, and at some point the 100 gets done. That is not the case with pull-ups. Pull-ups, you can sit there and think about how much you want to do a pull-up for a really long time, but that doesn't make a pull-up happen. If you've got a certain amount of weight on you, or you're not doing a pull-up. It's just not occurring.
I have no idea how many pull-ups I could do.
I have an exact number of how many pull-ups you could do.
Do you? You think so?
Yeah. I have the exact number.
I think I could
I've been calculating. AI has been running a report on me. It came up with 0.
Right, really? I bet I could do... I mean, this is so pathetic. Listen to this. I bet I could do 3. You bet I could do 3.
In a row? With proper
what do you mean
form.
In a row?
I'm saying like holding onto the bar without letting go. You're doing 3. There's no way. I don't think so. With proper form.
I think I could.
No, come on, no, Glenn.
With proper form, I don't know about that.
I'm saying, I'm not saying it has to look pretty. You got to get your chin up above the bar, though. It can't be one of those things where like you're a quarter of the way up.
So I could do one and rest for 10 minutes, and then do another one. Well, I think I could do that.
I'm not saying like you jump up and you pull yourself up as you're going up. You got to come, from full hang.
See, Stu, you may not know this, but when I did the DNA test, have you ever done the DNA test? It tells you all about your genes and everything else.
I've not.
Mine came back with something remarkable, and I have to share it. I got my DNA test back like 10 years ago.
Okay.
And we all took it because we were looking for, things. And so we all took it. My DNA test came back. And everybody in the family, their test made total sense. We're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Then we read mine. I have to find it, see if Tanya even has it still. We should have it framed. I swear to you, they mixed me up with somebody else. Somebody else is like, wait a minute, man, I'm this pathetic? Mine came back and said, you have the muscular structure of a of something like an elite athlete. You have the abilities and agility and everything else of an elite athlete. And I'm like, there's not a chance. I don't have any of that. I don't even know if I have muscles. I have to check once in a while. Go, do I have muscles still? Doctor's like, move your leg, and I'm like, I don't know. Can I? I don't know.
How do you do that again?
Just press against my hand on the leg. I don't know. I don't know how to do that exactly. So,
you sure it said?
I just want you to know,
elite athlete and not elephant. I mean, if they misspelled it, it could have been a smear or smudge.
I was having eye problems at the time. No. I mean, we read it, and I was like, Tanya, I believe that for Tanya. Maybe they switched me and Tanya, because Tanya is really strong. She'll kick your butt. She works out every day, all of that. Me, never. And it kind of makes me wonder when I get to the other side, and the Lord went, okay, so what'd you do with your life again? Because I gave you this incredible body, and you wasted it the whole time. And I'm like, you should have been more clear. Okay, you should have been more clear. Maybe I could have played basketball, but I tried once, and it was embarrassing. It was like 6th grade, and I'll never live. I don't even want to think about my time on a basketball court. Okay, so don't start with me. You should have made it a little clearer when I first started to do stuff, and I think that's fair. I think that's a fair argument. In my defense, Your Honor, your God. You should have made it a little more clear.
Yeah, I mean, if they really wanted us to do this, then the 11th commandment is 50 push-ups or 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups, right? Like, put it in a commandment if you really want us to do it. You have to be more specific. We're Americans.
Okay, so let me give you the top of the list for the JFK presidential fitness test. Okay. This is what you had to do in high school. 34 pull-ups. Bar dips, 52. Because I believe I did that a long time. And
no,
kids,
it's
I
not,
don't recommend it.
Not a bar hop.
Oh, Glenn.
It's what?
It's bar dips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. Bar dips, 52. Handstand push-ups, 50. What are handstand? Is that?
Oh, my God.
I can't even stand on my hand. Is that like I'm doing a handstand and a push-up? Because that's not happening.
Yeah,
with anybody.
Like you're
not human.
You're balancing yourself on your hands. Your feet are above your hands on the wall, like a wall, and you're doing.
So you're balancing yourself. That makes it a little easier. Still impossible.
Yeah,
but a little easier.
Impossible.
Okay.
There, you could do precisely 0 of those.
Right. Okay. So you had to do 50 handstand push-ups. Or 26 one-arm burpees in 30 seconds. Isn't that a one-armed push-up?
No. So you're bracing yourself like you're about to begin a push-up in a burpee with only one arm, which that's not that difficult. But then you're doing, I think then you're like, you move your feet towards your hands and then you jump up in the air, basically, and then you do it, repeat it.
Oh, no. That's ridiculous. There's
a law of gravity, okay? You're not supposed to violate it.
Yeah, that's not.
If it was a recommendation of gravity, maybe jumping would be appropriate, but it's not. So follow the law.
In 48 seconds, you had to do a 300-yard shuttle. Now, I've been to the airport. I think I've done a 300-yard shuttle, but it depends on who's driving.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rope climb. Try this. Rope climb.
This is what
20 feet, hands only, sit, start. No.
So that's what I remember from the president's physical fitness test. And I remember looking at that rope and being like, no chance I can get up that thing.
Oh, I just remember looking at that rope thinking humiliation.
Yeah.
Humiliation is coming my way. I'll never kiss a girl because that ain't happening. I'm going to get maybe 10 feet up. Maybe.
And you were right for 24 years from that time, approximately.
Agility run, 17 seconds. Extension press-ups. You had to do what? I'm sorry. I'm just so tired from reading this. Extension press-ups. What's an extension press-up? 8-inch.
Let's see.
You had to do 100 of those.
An exercise for low back pain involving lying on your stomach and pressing your upper body up with your arms while keeping your hips relaxed and down on the mat.
Oh, I could do that. 8 inches?
I can do the last part of it, relaxed and down on the mat.
I think it's what my doctor says I should be doing. What?
I can do relaxed and down on the mat. That part of it I can
Yeah, I can do that.
off.
I am the only guy. I took yoga for a while, like 3 weeks. My wife was like, yoga, you could do yoga. Let's just do yoga together. I did. And the yoga instructor said to me, because we were doing like, a plank.
Yeah.
And she came, and all I remember is her waking me up and saying, I think you're the only person I've ever taught that fell asleep in yoga. And I'm like, it's just so relaxing. Just let me sleep. Just let me sleep.
That's interesting.
No, she wasn't.
That you did yoga. Is there any footage of that? Is there any video of that we could post?
There's not.
I mean, that'd be good for.
You had to do pegboard, 5 trips of pegboard, and I think that's when you have the 2 like pegs.
Yes.
And then you have to take it out and put it up, right?
Yeah.
And climb.
This is American Ninja Warrior. This is not.
There's no way. There's no way.
It's amazing.
Try this one. You had to do a 45-second handstand. I've never been able to do a handstand. Never.
I've been able to do
and
0
I'm an elite
seconds
athlete. I am an elite athlete. Try this one. A man carry. 5 miles.
What? What do you mean a man?
5-mile man carry.
Is a man carry as obvious as it's?
I think it is.
You're carrying
I want to carry me that man. You got to carry me that man for 5 miles. I'm not sure. I can't carry any man for any miles. I mean, if I am a firefighter, count on burning in the house. You're just gonna burn up in the house because I can't carry you out. I could get in there and go, yeah, I'm gonna have to leave you. I'm gonna have to leave you here. Can't help you. Sorry. It's also getting really hot in here. I got to go. You had to do a 5-mile jog, an obstacle course. You had to swim prone for a mile. You had to swim underwater for 50 yards, any strokes, 2 minutes, deep water front hang float with arms. What is a deep water front hang float with arms? Wait. It's a deep water front hang float with arms and ankles tied for 6 minutes. What kind of Al-Qaeda PE class was this?
Who has access to? Who has access to? Like, you're in the middle of the country. You might not have a deep water body nearby. Are you sure this was the actual test?
This is the actual test. This was the actual. What is a deep water front hang float with arms and ankles tied for 6 minutes? Can you look that up?
A deep water hang float is an aquatic exercise done in a deep end of a pool with the aid of a flotation device, such as a noodle or belt. In this position, the flotation device supports your upper body while your legs and torso hang freely below you. The setup... What? That can't be what it is. I could do that.
That's just, I can do that. Get into a deep end of a pool with a noodle?
It's every weekend. What are you talking about? Can you bring a margarita?
This test is no big deal. What? No way. Here's the last thing on the test. A vertical tread in an 8-foot circle for 2 hours. No way.
Vertical tread in an 8-foot circle?
So you're in the water and you're treading water in a circle.
For how many hours?
For 2 hours? 2.
This is not... What? This is not cannot be the test.
No, I told you this is the top of the test. So this was for the ones who could do all of the other tests. This was the top of the test. The bottom of the test is not that much better. Here's the entry, okay? Let's see. Pull-ups, 2/6/10. I don't know what that means. Push-ups, 16, 24, 32. Bar dips, 4, 8, and 12. Sit-ups, 30, 45, and 60. Broad jump, 6 foot, 6'6", and 6'9". To jump 6 feet? I don't even know if that's. I mean,
that one is possible, Glenn. Yes, I know it sounds incredible, but yes, that
sounds incredible.
Is possible.
You know, I think we should have the average person Olympics. I really do. I really do.
I'd watch that.
I would watch that every time because you see them coming, and you're like, that one's not 3 feet. I give him 3 feet. 200-yard shuttle, agility run, rope climb 18 feet, hands only, 880 yards in 3 minutes, a mile in 7 minutes, pegboard, 6 holes, a 50-yard swim, 50-yard swim in 36 seconds, man carry, 880 yards. No, thank you. No, thank you. Look at what we've gone down. That's the bottom of it, and I don't think most Americans could do that. I couldn't. Well, I could because I'm an elite. I have the body of an elite athlete.
You could not. Now, of course, now in your, let's just say, and this is supposed to be for a high school kid, right? So this is the prime of your athletic life. Could you do some of these things? Right. Probably.
Go into high school. Go into any high school and ask them to do this. There's no way. And all of the kids would be,
well, that's kind of what the reaction's been.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would have been. I would have been there too. And my parents would have said, suck it up. Just do it. So nothing's really changed. But
that's been the reaction to this proposal, too, of bringing this back, right? Like the media is covering it as like, it's going to embarrass children. I mean, I do remember being like, I can't do that. I'm not going to be able to get to the top of that rope. That's not happening. That's, sort of life, right? Like sometimes you can do things, sometimes you can't do other things, right? Like that's
why you have to learn how to injure yourself.
Right.
How many stairs can I throw myself down to not do serious damage, but enough to get me out of PE?
Yeah, you have to fake an injury. You have to learn from LeBron James. Act like you got hit in the eye and fall down and like you were just stabbed over and over again during an athletic competition.
No way. Mm-hmm. No way.